We'll just get right into the episode. We talk about a lot of stuff. There's a lot going on in the world today with Corona, all the stuff that's going on with the police and all the civil rights reform that's hopefully taking place. So yeah, we kind of just chopped it up, talked about that, and we all just kind of gave our thoughts on what's going on, and it was a good conversation. And I think these are the conversations. I say at one point on the podcast that I just want to do my part when it comes to all this, and that means talking about it on my podcast, because I've come to realize that's kind of what I do, is just talk about stuff with other people, and I'm perfectly okay with that, and that's kind of why it's called Who Knows in the first place. So without further ado, let's get right in the episode. Here we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Who Knows with Brendan McClorey. I'm joined by not one, not two, but three guests today.
Tres.
It's my pleasure to introduce Jake Barcelona.
What's good?
Jacquet, McClendon, and Christopher Cheatham. What's going on, guys?
We are here.
What is happening, my man?
This is our first episode back in a while since the old coronavirus pandemic.
Oh, God.
Can't hold us down for too long. We back.
Yeah, gotta stay creative doing something. So
Absolutely.
I guess we're giving this thing a shot.
So, what have you guys been using your coronavirus to do? What have you guys been up to the last couple months in solitude?
What's going on? I mean, for me, like I told you guys off the air, not to be insensitive at all, but I've kind of looked at this quarantine as a blessing in disguise. Just give you some time to sit down and think about what you really want to do. So I picked up some music, acting, videography, anything you can just think of, honestly. Just venturing that different side of me. You know what I'm saying? So it's been good.
Flexing those creative muscles.
Exactly. Flexing the brain, baby.
Love that.
Absolutely, man.
What have you been up to, Stu?
Dude, are you fucking kidding me? I've been all over the damn west, east, and northern coasts, and I guess I've been traveling everywhere, man. I feel like I think where I live right now sucks hard donkey balls, so I'm just like trying to get as far away as possible. And that's nothing to do with like what's going on, socially in our world. I don't want to be in my house anymore, bro. I've seen my street, walking out my front door too much, like I wanted to see some mountains, Gandalf,
Absolutely. So, where'd you go? Virginia?
I went to Virginia. This audio shit's fucking hard, bro.
Yeah, it's the first time Jake's venturing in the...
I couldn't even imagine how you have to do this for Verify. I would kill myself. Yeah. I'm constantly screaming and doing stupid shit. And we're talking regular, and I'm like, fuck.
Oh, so we got reverse roles here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I like that.
Hard reverse roles here.
I like that.
Give it a shot.
McClorey he has to make fun of someone's butthole 3 times for it to be the exact same thing as Verified, but reversed.
Definitely. If we were to switch roles, yes.
Completely.
So we have a butthole joke counter. You're in charge of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. He doesn't know that, but
okay.
Yeah. But
I think that might have been one right there.
Yeah, that was probably one.
We're counting now as one.
What have you been up to, Chris?
Well, other than being basically laid off, which I'm sure many Americans have.
Yes.
It's tough out here for a lot of people right now, I understand. Been doing a lot of self-thinking. Just kind of thinking about how I can make something work. Like Jacquet said, I think this is an opportunity for a lot of people to, try something out that they previously didn't have the time to do. Mm-hmm. So here we are. I didn't think that this would be happening.
Right.
But hey, I'm glad that it is, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
We're here for it.
Yeah, man, for real.
Yeah, you're this is the full squad. I haven't announced that yet, but this is like the mock media squad as of right now. Where we got Chris on camera, we got Barsh running audio, we got Quet just bringing the good energy today.
Always.
That's what I do.
Always.
Jacquet's definitely the microwave of the.
Definitely. Definitely.
Microwave on
Immediately.
defrost.
Yes.
Turning the heat up, baby. As
Feel
we're all
that.
sweating profusely.
Yeah. Should
Right.
I turn that fan back on? Definitely.
Oh, you turned it off, dude? Dude, I'm
Sacrifice the audio.
sweating
Like sweaty,
bullets. Sweating bullets. Like I said, dude, that has virtually no noise.
It's either we look like we're sweating or the audio sounds a little bit fanny.
Yeah,
So
dude. No,
it's
that.
a little bit of a trade-off.
No, we're definitely sounding fanny here.
Let's see. Ready? Everyone, moment of silence. Ready?
I will.
Oh,
die.
look, we're fine.
I will die if we don't have this fan on. But, so yeah, I want to hit on a couple things for this episode. One of those being the social issues that are going on in our country today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping Chris and Quet, as a couple of self-respected black men, can give your opinion on what's going on with all that. And me and Jay can talk as a couple of white dudes, as if anyone wants to hear more of that.
Mm-hmm. Which
And
they
yeah.
obviously do.
Yeah,
You know.
as podcast hosts. But yeah, what can you guys give me, like, your experience of the last couple weeks? Like, where your stand on this? I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
if you don't know what I'm talking about the Black Lives Matter,
Yes.
police brutality, George Floyd, that whole thing. So, yeah, just what are your guys? What's going on? What are your thoughts?
Yeah. So, first of all, obviously we're all aware that this has been going on in our country for quite some time, and I think this is just the straw that broke the camel's back, and long overdue for I think some police reform and things that can happen in the black community altogether. But just this past couple weeks, like you said, it's been definitely a test to see where our country stands. I think as a united nation, and it's definitely tough to be a part of that. But I also think it's a good experience for people to get out there and see what it's like for people who are living in hardship communities that are stricken with poverty and whatnot. So I think we're all marching for a good reason. And yeah, it's not just George Floyd. It's not just Breonna Taylor. It's not just Ahmaud Arbery. It's it's many other people that just because we have camera phones right now, it's the only reason that a lot of these things have come to the front of social media. So yeah, definitely tough to see and witness, but definitely for a good reason.
Absolutely.
And the best part about it is not seeing I was part of a march in Union Park a couple days ago, and there were over 30,000 individuals who were peacefully protesting. We walked about 5 or 6 miles to where Cabrini Green used to be, and yeah, it was definitely emotional for me and a lot of other people. But it was really awesome to see how many people got together. Whether they're black, white, Latino, doesn't matter if they're what their demographic was, their sexual orientation. Everyone had the same common goal, and I really felt liberated in it. I'm sure many other people did, honking their cars as they drive by,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That
it was
is
cool. But
fucking awesome.
yeah, so for me,
Wow.
it's awesome. I mean, like, for all you guys that out there that have been a part of it, it means a lot to me. I'm sure to a lot of
Yeah, bro.
other African Americans too. So
Me and Quet and our buddy Alan, your brother, and our buddy Coble were out the other day, and we were marching. Where were we at? 40.
I think we parked over there like 47th and Western, but I think the neighborhood was West Lawn, I believe, or back of the yard. as you
Back of the
said.
yards,
Yeah.
yes.
Canary, bro.
Yeah.
Right?
But yeah,
Canaryville.
Canaryville? Back of the yards?
That's funny you said that because one of our friends said it looks like the Shameless neighborhood. I'm like, it might be.
yeah.
Yeah,
It
well,
could
that's
be.
what they say, yeah.
But like you were saying, people were honking their horns and shit. And dude, at those things, it's just
Yeah.
good energy. Like I don't.
yeah,
Right.
like I not want usually I love on the media like to overblow like the whole violence aspect of it when a lot of it's really peaceful, man. Like
Yes.
and we had everyone, like I said, from every part of the city, marching for the same thing. So it was definitely good
Yeah.
energy.
Media
So.
definitely doesn't give it justice at all. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They
There's
only
two
shed
sides to
light.
all of it.
Yeah, the media in general is just. I don't know. It's weird at this point. I don't know to trust it or not.
There was some
and-
beautiful shit going on, though.
There
Yeah,
was,
it was
man.
sad.
Really.
Some absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful shit going
And I've
on.
tried to, I guess for me, the last 2 weeks have been peaceful, I guess, in a sense of in my head, because I deleted all social media. I don't watch the news anyway.
Yeah.
Me just educating myself. You know,
Yeah.
I had a lot of white friends hit me up about, you know, like, not that I'm sorry, but I'm here for you, stuff like that. I appreciate it. I had a couple of people talk to me about, you know, if I don't make a post on Twitter, like, you don't hate me or anything like that. I'm like, my guy, I deleted social media anyway. That's
Yeah.
I'm not trying to castigate anybody who does make a post, because yeah, we want your voice to be heard, but if I think you're a good person at the core, you're fine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's
Right.
I think these are trying times where we can really reveal who's on either side. But for me, just praying a lot, keeping the positivity, and actually reading how I can make a change.
Yeah.
Actually making tangible goals to make a change. And it's really just come down to it's gonna come down to politics, and it's gonna come down to voting. But for me, most importantly, I think it's conversations like these with people of the opposite race.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We do have, you know, an abundance of white friends. You being a biracial man, but it's just good to have these conversations and have the tough. You have to have the tough conversations.
Yeah.
You can't avoid them.
Right.
There's not going to be any progress. So after that tough conversations, there's nothing to be had but growth if everyone listens. That's the thing, is listening, actively listening,
Right.
not trying to concoct a response while someone else is talking.
Sure.
Listen, take in the information, and then say what you have to say. So I feel like these are times where everyone's understanding is at the forefront. People
Sure.
see, like you said, the straw in the camel's back. Because this stuff's been happening for a long time. We can go back to Colin Kaepernick, where it wasn't basically he took a knee, and maybe only like 200 players took a knee. And I think there's like maybe 1,600, 1,500 players in the league. But now that it's more mainstream, people feel more obligated to kneel. It's like, where were you at 4 years ago?
Right. See,
But
that's definitely thing I'm worried about too, is when Black Lives Matter is not a trending topic. And
Right.
It's not, you know, on the front page of every newspaper around the nation. Is the movement still going to be there? 'Cause
Right.
I know I'm still going to want to be a part of it. I'm sure, you know, you too, and many other activists out there, but it's definitely, I want to see, you know, after the election is, you know, I hope there's reform prior to that, but after all that, I want to see what happens if it's still, I want it to still be as lively today as it is. I'm sorry. I want it to be as lively, you know, months from now as it is, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, dude. As there's, yeah.
and that's what I'm
kidding
saying
me?
about having tangible goals about how to make a change, whether it be urging people to go vote.
Right.
No matter who's for, I need you to exercise your civic duty. And I am guilty of that. I have not voted yet. I've been eligible to vote for 4 or 8 years, something like that, 2 elections. So I think it's my duty. So,
Yeah.
and go ahead, Mac.
Well, and I was just gonna say, if I'm gonna come clean 100%, I was not like aware to the point where I should have been about the whole Black Lives Matter. Like when Colin Kaepernick first started doing his take a knee thing, I had no idea why. Like I genuinely was like, why? Like I didn't understand why he would. I was on the whole like disrespect the American flag thing, like whatever. But now since all this happened, and it literally took people getting into the streets and being like, no, this is happening, this is real, because I was coming from a place of the best way to treat you guys is to act like I don't see color, that kind of thing.
Right.
That was my mindset, was
Right.
I'm not going to treat them different at all ever based on the color of their skin, no matter what.
Right.
That's real.
And so when I'm trying to do that and then it becomes an issue, then I'm like, well, my philosophy is it's garbage.
Yeah.
I can't use that anymore.
I'm
Like you said, I'm thankful that this has all happened. I'm like, I genuinely had a moment of like, okay, there's a side to pick right here, and like you need to step up, and then the next day, Kobo's like, do you want to go march with us? And I was like, absolutely. And I was out there with my fucking sign, slamming it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Gives you a reason to scream. So
Yeah,
you know.
bro. It was just,
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
and the fact that it's been happening for so long and I've been blind to it, and I mean, what if that's not privilege? I don't know what the fuck is. So
I do want to make a distinction though, because you said now you realize that it wasn't just disrespecting the flag, but the point about you treating people like you don't see color, I kind of agree with that.
sure.
I do agree with that.
Right.
Now, being blind to the privilege is something different.
You're right.
Being blind to the color is not. Being
Okay.
blind to the privilege is definitely something that you need to be aware of. But no, I mean, I try to treat everybody the same. If, like I said, about the white friends that are hitting me up about, what's going on. I said, listen, if you're a good person, black or white, if you're a good person, I'm going to treat you as such. Now, we don't know what's going on in private and stuff like that, but if you treat me with respect, I'm going to reciprocate that.
Sure, of course.
But like I said, it's a time for understanding.
Yeah.
We don't understand a lot. Yeah, go ahead, Jake.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are nailing it all.
Yeah,
so, but I a lot of the stuff that I see, like, for instance, I saw this girl posted something today that I'm friends with, and she, it was like one of those things where it was like just like a 3 separated paragraphs across her face on like a screen. You know what I mean? Like on her Snapchat, and you just keep going, just tons of paragraphs, and it's just this 20-year-old white girl. You know what I mean? So her opinions eat shit. Sorry.
Keep it real.
Sorry.
Keeping it
Opinions,
PC here.
Just tongue, And I was just I bypass them all because they're trying to be good about it and everything.
Yes.
But saying like if it's like post a black screen, then all of a sudden I post a black screen. 45 minutes later, like, if you posted the black screen, take it down, you piece of shit. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, I'm a piece of shit. They're like, if you took it down, you're a piece of shit. I'm like, hey, what the fuck is going on? Am I really being ridiculed by a bunch of 20-year-old white girls who went to college for 45 minutes and then came back apparently cultured? Eat me.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna listen to you guys and my repertoire of black friends that know what the fuck is up.
Right.
And it's ironic. No, I guess not ironic. Well, actually, yeah, it might be ironic. Correct me if I'm wrong. McClorey knows shit like that. That all of my black friends have in no way said any of the stuff that any of these white crazy protesters have done.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All these are like, you better do this, and this. And all my black friends are like, don't do any of that stuff. Right. And I'm like, what are we fucking, like, what?
Yeah.
I agree. And, like, not actually to stay on that point, people felt like pressured to post on social media. I'm like, no, that's not the point.
Right. Yes, dude.
Losing the whole premise of that. And like I said, I don't want to seem like I'm hating at anybody who does post on social media. But it's going to take more than that. And I'm not saying they're not going to move forward to action. But to make somebody feel bad because they didn't post or what they did post, as long as, for the right thing.
Right.
How you going to make somebody feel bad because they didn't make a tweet?
Right.
Yeah,
I don't understand that. So I wanted people to know that I don't care about the social media. I'm sorry.
Right.
I don't care.
Yeah, Twitter's a wild world.
It's not real. It's not real.
Yeah.
It's not real.
Twitter's not real.
Yeah.
I love that. Twitter's not real. I fucking love that. I'm going to say that for us.
Some people have I think it's a case of psychosis, which is losing touch from reality. If you think Twitter's real, you have a slight case of psychosis. Twitter's not real, dog.
Yeah, no. It's not like anyone who's saying something on Twitter would be comfortable actually putting it out of their mouth to someone else. Yeah, they wouldn't. I agree.
Right.
So, like I said, I don't want to hit at anybody who does make a post, but if you want to hit me up, let's talk about a fund that we can donate to, or like you said, the protest. And speaking about the protest, I wasn't going to protest originally. Like you said, Kobo hit you up to protest, or his brother Al hit us up. And I told him originally, I'm like, dude, and I had this mindset. I don't watch the news, but I was still influenced by outside sources like, okay, this might turn out violent.
Right.
And I'm a very positive person.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I automatically thinking this is going to turn out for the worse?
That was the thing I kept thinking on my way to a protest. I hope this doesn't get violent.
Right.
Right, dude. Which is
not even close.
Not even close. And I don't watch the news, and I was still affected by that mindset. So I can't imagine people who watch the news 24/7. They probably think protesters are just the worst people in the world.
Right. Yeah.
We went, and it was honestly exhilarating.
Bro.
Yes.
Wow, it was something else.
Dude, I can't stress how thankful I was to be there. It was eye opening. It was like, so these people just give a fuck, huh? Like,
yeah,
they're just it's so crazy how
they care.
The amount of fear that is in the world right now specifically is just ridiculous. Like, the police are afraid of protesters. Protesters are afraid of police. It's just like, can we all just take a step back real quick, settle down, and then talk about it?
Yeah.
But that's all they care about. That's the problem.
Who's
all
they?
These news media people? They survive off fear. Otherwise, no one would watch this shit.
Right.
No one gives a shit about Channel 5. You know what I mean? They'd rather just scroll through their phones. But Channel 5's going to show some cop doing some crazy thing or some black guy doing some crazy thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? There's one black guy, or bashes a window in. But 3 billion others are protesting and protecting police officers from being assaulted and other things like that. But they don't show any of that.
Right.
Because why would they want everyone to like each other?
Yeah.
You know?
The news is entertainment, not info.
Yeah, Chicago media, especially in the news, is really bad.
Really?
This is I just think I can explain it here in a minute. This isn't a PG podcast, no?
Fuck
Okay.
no.
Let that be known. My uncle always told me the first 10 minutes of the news is called nigga bullshit because they love showing, the news loves showing, people, getting cross shootings, detriments to the black community, yet nobody's doing anything about it. And in light of the protests too, one thing I want to say is I know there's going to be this group of people out there. I hope it's a very small group, but there's going to be that group of people that, when other protests do happen, their response is going to be, oh, I went to the last one, or I went to the first one when it was this big.
Yeah.
That's what I'm afraid of, and that's why I, in light of when I was mentioning, I hope it doesn't die down over the next few months, is because, there's going to be that group of people that, I did this.
Do the due diligence.
Yes,
Yeah.
I feel like one is enough, and it's,
box, yeah.
exactly. And when it, like you said, Jacquet, it's going to take a lot more than that, and I just hope that people stay motivated with it because that's when real change is going to happen. And like I said, in these last few weeks, we've seen a lot of things happen. In regards to Breonna Taylor's case being reopened, the murders that killed George Floyd. Seeing them prosecuted is a step in the right direction.
Right.
So
Definitely.
I want to see more of that.
I think the Breonna Taylor case opening back up was a residual effect of a George Floyd, because I don't think it would have reopened it.
Absolutely.
So it's really just the public backlash and push for that to even happen, I believe. I don't know that for certain. But two things you said, motivation. I think motivation is what gets you started. So we're all motivated right now. We need to build habits.
Mm-hmm.
Let's build habits of doing good things and, doing our due diligence.
Right.
So I think habits keep you going. Motivation is what gets you started to what you were saying. Let's keep that energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was I had the fortune to be on an all black podcast on
We heard
Saturday.
about that.
That's awesome.
It's up and coming. It's called Dudes and Dominoes.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
it's
plug the shit out of that.
one of my best friends in the world, Andre Turner. His dad started it, and it's him and like 4, 5, 6, like whatever friends of his, like his tight knit like group of friends, come over and they sit around a table and play dominoes and they record a podcast and film it all, and it's about issues and what like fatherhood, things like that. And I was the first guest, and the first episode was race relations. And it was me and 4 like 50-year-old black men around a round table playing dominoes, which, by the way, I never fucking thought in a million years I'd do that. And it was the best experience ever, dude.
That's
It was so fucking cool. And they were so nice. Like, I was so nervous sitting down there because these are grown men. They're not like you guys. You know what I mean? They were around they were around during like the civil rights shit and stuff, you know what I mean? Like, these motherfuckers in the thick of it, and they see some long-haired fucking lesbian looking boy sit down next to him, and they're gonna take my word for it,
Right.
Yeah, right. But they were so cool, and I was just I talked about how, like, when I saw the video, I imagined all of my black friends being underneath that guy's knee, and how I felt about it. And I told my dad that, and my dad actually never really saw the video. And when he did see the video, he said he thought the same thing of my friends, bro, because he loves my friends. He loves you guys, you know what I mean? And he was around, he lived in a primarily black neighborhood, and like he always felt like he was like fighting that kind of those people. And his world, because of this, I feel like has changed because he's seeing more, on the opposing side, which, those older white guys don't see that shit. They see what the news shows them, and they're not on social media, so they're not fucking, enlightening themselves with that stuff. They see what they grew up with and what the news shows them, which is all hogwash.
Yeah.
I thought you said Hogwarts. So I was like,
Hogwash.
it's Hogwarts.
And speaking about the knee, I will never forget the intersection at the protest, 55th in California. One of the most powerful moments of my life. We took a knee for, it was 8 minutes, 56 seconds, 57 seconds.
Wow.
it felt like a really long time. And I felt obligated, like you said, you think about somebody being under your knee for that long. Right. And I was like, what? And I didn't want to switch knees because I wanted to feel the pain.
Yeah.
I wanted to feel that pain. I could have switched knees, people, kneeling. Obviously, you have to be able-bodied. But me personally, I'm like, no, I'm going to feel this pain. To make it last, I want to feel this pain. Right. One of the most definitely powerful moments that I've experienced.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
Cool. So,
what's up?
You come from a law enforcement family. You've called it before,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Can you explain what that's like? So,
grandfather was a correctional officer. Dad was a cop for a little bit, and he also is a correctional officer. So we can't talk about that, yes. So obviously at the protest, there's going to be people who have genuine disdain for the police. You're talking about F-12, calling them pigs and stuff, all that.
Right.
So for me, I've said this, if I'm not doing it out of love, I'm not going to do it. So, I mean, I'm not going to say I don't love the police or I do love the police, but I don't hate them. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand their job's hard. Dude, anybody could do anything to you. You know what I'm saying? I understand their job is hard, but I think they need to have more empathy. They have to have more empathy.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, I can't say F-12 and stuff like that because I come from a family of law enforcement. So I guess it's kind of good for me. I wouldn't say it's a precarious situation, but to be black and to also support the police, not support the police, but at least tolerate. It's not a very popular stance. It's either you hate the police or I'm gonna just say you're a coon.
Is that new?
That's not new.
That's not new because I have the same thing. I have people in my family that are also police officers in the Chicago police, and like I said, I know they're good people. And it's like the whole term of bad apples has been thrown around a lot.
So
but there
cliche.
really are like a lot of good police officers, and that are human beings before they're police officers too. So
yeah.
I give credit to people that can do a job like that because I know for a fact I don't have the patience for, like I said, protests, people screaming in my face all the time. Like, that's my job. I would probably look for something a little bit more easy.
Yeah, bro.
So I do give credit for, people that do, take on the occupation. It's a grind, man. It's definitely tough. So.
And it's tough, too, because I genuinely don't believe that there's a police officer out there that is putting his vest on in the morning like, oh, I'm gonna go stomp some heads, like I really hope, I mean, maybe not none, but I hope to think that all of or most of them are at least thinking they're doing good in the world, and even if they're not, like, then that needs to be addressed, obviously, but I hope to think that these dudes riding around with protect and serve on the side of their car aren't the enemy, like real, when did in that I've never even considered that. I've never been taught how to get pulled over. I've never been afraid of a cop. I've never been in my eyes I might as well say, what the fuck did you just pull me over for, to this dude when he walks up to my car. That is as far as I've gotten when it comes to how to act around the police. And now it's just like I said, my eyes are open, and like when we took that knee, I was like next to you and Al, and I'm just like, dude, this is like some fucking bullshit. Like this, I'm like ashamed because I was in the dark so long, and like I'm so thankful I was there. I'm so glad I'm taking steps to help, and I mean, my thing was, I kept going, what can I do? But like, okay, what can I do? Right. Like, all right, yeah, that's going on, but what am I supposed to do about it? And that's what this is. That like, I'm like, oh, well, I'm a guy with a podcast, I guess, so I'll have my buddies on, we'll talk about it, and maybe give someone another perspective on it. I don't know. I'll go to a protest. I'll fucking do what I can. And that was my decision was, oh, you're going to do what you can. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's extremely powerful, I think, too, because, the point of all this is giving people a voice. That's what the protests are for, giving people a voice and, making sure it's heard, throughout the community, throughout, statewide, nationwide, all of it. And, that one of the performers in one of the protests I was in, she just mentioned that it was bittersweet that we were here because it's like, it's awesome to see all these people come together, but at the same time, why do we have to do this? You know, that's the thing. What we shouldn't have. It
Right.
shouldn't have to
It's
come
like
to this
running
point.
into someone at a funeral.
Exactly.
Right.
It's
Wow,
good to
yeah.
see you, but I'm sorry for the circumstance.
Wow.
Yeah,
you know,
that's actually
so-
insane.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Wow.
She said that, and that, like, I think that's one of the points that really, really stuck with me. And there are a lot of great people that
And-
performed that day. So, yeah.
Dude, it's been months since I've been in a crowd, and just like I was walking through the street with 200, 300 people, maybe. Like,
We were in the back keeping our distance.
yeah, we were.
6 feet, right?
It's 12.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was.
Careful now.
It was a powerful moment.
He goes 12.
Yeah.
11 and a half.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
My bad. 11 and a half.
Right.
Yeah, man. I
That's
don't
so funny.
know how to end this conversation. Well, it shouldn't end, first of all. But
Right.
I just.
Before it does end, I would like to ask you guys. You said you didn't used to get scared about the police.
No.
If you have gotten pulled over, or even you see a cop driving past you, do you feel any fear at all?
Yes.
None.
Yeah.
Just not even a little bit. Like
No.
Not well.
I know it's
there's
not
a,
fear,
There's
but-
a difference.
Yeah.
Fear to get pulled over, sure.
Okay.
Fear for my life, fuck no.
Got you.
Oh, okay. Fear to get pulled over. That's the thing. Even
Like,
if
I'm like,
I
oh, I
get
got
pulled
pulled
over,
over in my car.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, the
riding
thing
around
is-
hot. Yeah.
I never feel like I'm doing anything wrong.
Exactly.
And that's my problem. I think, and that's where I think maybe the privilege comes in. But I don't feel like I've been in a car before with like my black friends, and they've been saying like I've seen them like almost tense up.
Oh.
And it's I'm just like, oh man, bro, could you imagine feeling that way?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, when a cop recently pulled up when I was at a birthday party and said it for us to get 6 feet away because there's too many people there, and like we were in front of someone's house. And now, just for the general public to know, it's never been a law, never will be a law, and it's at the most the governor's suggestion. I know it's the right thing to do, but in a literal standpoint, factual standpoint, they cannot actually make you do anything. So, the people that we were with, one of the people was a police officer, and he was like, no, I'm not doing that, and he just fucking drove away. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like the police pretend like they have so many more rights than they actually do. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like that's a huge thing. That's
Bro, they
going
got
on.
the Glock though, man.
Right.
Yeah.
They got the glizzy.
Yeah.
I mean, and we can wrap it up, but in my experience of getting pulled over,
This can go as long.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
fucking...
my first car ever, I got pulled over the very first day I got the car. My dad and I were going to just O'Reilly's up the street, maybe a 5-block drive. I think it was like a 25-mile-an-hour or whatever, and I was going maybe 39. This is speeding, so I had a right to get pulled over. But like I said, this is my experience with the police. He gave me a warning. Now I was still cautious, and I'm gonna overemphasize. I'm grabbing my insurance. Is that okay? And he tried to act like, oh no, it's cool, bro. I'm like, no, I'm still going to be cautious, bro, because I don't want anything to happen to me. So, and my dad was with me, who's also in the law enforcement, so that made me feel a little bit better.
Right.
But if I was by myself, you just got to know to be respectful and really just try to de-escalate, because they're not. That's the thing. I don't think they're taught to de-escalate, and if they are, they don't apply it. So I'm going to de-escalate the situation
Okay.
to save my life
Okay.
or to keep living.
Right.
So that's just how I look at it. I'm going to de-escalate the situation, no matter what he does. You got the body cams and stuff like that, but I mean, we know what happens with those. So
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just trying to keep the peace, no matter what. And I feel like if I do that, that gives me the best chance of getting out of there, at least unscathed.
Right.
I mean, this might be a crazy ignorant question for me to ask, but when you guys get pulled over, is it hands on the steering wheel, may I reach for my ID,
Oh my
sir?
god.
Straight up, bro.
Like it's actual, like,
Dude,
you've never
straight up.
I have like hooked on phonics perfect English, like
not once.
and it's like you said, 10 and 2 o'clock right here, and it's, can I grab my license? I point to where my license is. My registration's in the glove box. Can I get it? I don't, very relaxed,
That
very
is
proper
It
absolutely-
English.
pisses me off. It pisses
That
me
is
off.
absolutely insane.
And yeah, like Jacquet said, very respectful.
Like,
It's
I'm
scary.
telling you, I'm sitting there like this, Hey, officer, how's it going? Yeah, you got a license registration? I don't say it like I just go for it.
Yeah.
Like I just go for the shit. In my center console.
Right.
Could be grabbing anything.
That's the thing, though, bro. That's the fucking thing. Sorry,
Yeah,
it's
we can
Pete.
drink too.
But that's why I was saying about looking at it from. I like to look at things from other people's perspective. So looking at the police's perspective, I could be grabbing the Glock out of there, but
Right.
I think their problem is they assume a certain demographic of people are about to do that.
Yes.
So that's where the disconnect is.
A cop's never going, whoa, buddy. Like, what are you reaching for? I'm like,
I just told you what I'm about to get, bro.
Yeah,
So I'm just trying to make my direction clear.
Yeah.
dude, I'm starting to get it. I think.
Yeah, it's gonna take some learning.
That's insane because honestly, my whole thing with that is like, can you like if the fact that police officers are like, okay, if a dude pulls me over and I'm like 10-2 like that, and a motherfucker, if I'm like, can I reach my? He's like, yeah, you can reach. Like, I'm like, dude, why is it that you pulled me over for speeding, but you think I'm gonna fucking shoot you?
Yeah.
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 Like, dude, you pulled me over for speeding. Unless there's a dead guy in my fucking trunk, I'm not gonna just shoot you. You know what I mean? Like, how radical of a decision is that? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well, and that's when criminal record, like, oh, well, this guy's got a violent history, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Like, it's fear.
Unreal.
And then they immediately get scared. They're on edge. The dude read like,
Right.
I will say, yeah, they can't look up your license plate to see if you have any warrants or stuff like that.
Right.
But I mean, we're fine, upstanding gentlemen. Bro.
Yeah.
That should.
And I think a lot of it's people don't know their rights too. Like a lot of people.
Wow,
you know,
yes.
you fear what you don't know, and you know that on the police officers end, they don't know what's going to happen when they pull somebody over. So I understand why they might be tons. But a lot of people out there, including myself, I don't know all of my rights when I get pulled over. I should definitely look into them more, and I recommend everybody does.
yeah.
To add to that,
Yeah.
I would say some people don't know their rights, and I feel like some people are afraid to assert their rights
Yes.
Absolutely.
for fear.
Absolutely.
So I would
Because-
say I'm one of those people who'd be afraid to be like, no, you can't do this. I don't know.
but at the
Right.
same time, I definitely think if you're that dude that's asserting his rights to the police, they're going to discriminate against you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Which is
oh, this
insane.
guy's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Is like how they put you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
that's so wild.
Like that's
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So.
Hey, welcome back to Who Knows. Sorry, we had to check out the rotary girder.
on the expansion line.
Yeah.
Whoops.
But anyway, we're back. We're still here in the gay rage, chopping it up.
Gay region.
So over the little break, we were talking about Chris. You started a little diet, or
Yeah.
well, a diet change, I should say.
Well, lifestyle change.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
trying
sweet.
to not make it just a diet thing here. But yeah, I've been doing a little bit of my own research, and I've been going vegetarian for about 3 weeks now. So
Wow.
I know that, you know, to all you true vegetarians out there, that it really ain't shit. So cut me some slack.
Damn, are they harsh? Are vegetarians? I feel like
I
they're
don't
a
know.
cutthroat
Well,
bunch.
So like my girlfriend she has been all her life, and she's like, oh, you know, she's kind of hounding me.
They're
about
dicks,
it.
right?
But yeah,
Yeah, they're
like,
all
I'm
dicks.
like, what the fuck? Like,
But
let me
rightfully
try.
so, maybe.
Right, like it's hard when you've been eating meat all your life to
Right.
just
No.
you know change like that.
So they
Yeah.
pontificate about how they're vegetarians.
I'm sorry, can you say that one more time?
That's pontificate. Go ahead.
I love it.
I'm gonna say refrigerate instead of that word every time I hear you say that.
But no,
so
yeah.
the refrigerator.
Yeah, how's it going? How do
Yeah, so like I gave it a shot a while ago after I watched Game Changers. I'm sure many of you guys have seen that on
Yes.
Netflix. And that, you know, that gave me an idea. I was like, all right, I'll try it. So I tried that for about a month, and I was like, okay. But then I fell off. But now I'm back on it, and I feel great. Like I consider myself a pretty active guy. I like to, you know, work out and do outdoor shit. You know, rollerblade. I like to rollerblade. Just ordered
Yes.
some new
Fuck
skates.
yeah.
Yes, you do.
So that's
Fuck
dope.
yeah.
We're gonna hit the rink soon.
Dude,
Oh,
say
yes.
when. I'm there. But no, I feel like my endurance overall is really good. I don't really get tired, even on lack of sleep. I try to get like good sleep, but like I feel like pretty like energized, and
So were you looking for like
Yeah.
were you looking for something, or was it just like I'll try?
It was more so like I just don't trust what the like. There's a lot of shit, a lot of dirt on the meat industry.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
feel like, like I said, I did a little bit of my own research, and I just don't really trust what the government's been doing. And like, I don't know, there's stuff in all these animals. Like the evidence is there, and I'm not really like the person to where like, oh, look at the little cows. Like they have feeling like I don't really care about that.
Sure.
I'm sorry for people that do.
Peter, get him.
But it's really like, what are you putting in your body? Like, really think about what you're putting
Yeah.
in your body.
But it tastes good.
It does. It's hard.
You know.
Like, I know.
Everyone's fucking
Coming
doing it.
from
Art, how
Irish
strict are you?
family.
You're 100%.
Yeah. Well, like I've been 100% for 3 weeks, and like it's weird because the first week is like fuck. Like it's like a struggle, right? It's like when you get into working out after not doing it for years. It's like, wow, this sucks.
Yeah.
But then like I felt like 3 weeks in, like I really started to enjoy the way food was tasting. Like, and I've been eating a lot of like dark greens. Like I said, she has a lot of good recipes. So she's been doing this all her life, so she's
That's
kinda
probably a
big
nice-
motivation.
Can I ask you to make the distinguishment between vegetarian and vegan? I'm still kind of, there's a gray line for me. It's very ambiguous for me right now because I don't know the difference.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I do.
So I'm not, disclaimer here. I am not for the vegan community, for people that don't wear leather and don't use animal products for like makeup and stuff.
They take it to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it
Got
gets
you.
there.
Yeah.
Vegetarian
It
counts
gets
fine.
there.
It gets
there.
very
But like
there.
there are people that like just won't eat like things like eggs or like cheeses, anything
Mhm.
that's like dairy, anything that comes
Yeah.
from an animal, which like there's a lot of stuff out there. Shout out to Chicago Diner. If you guys ever listen to this podcast, you guys got something special going on right there.
I heard that place is fire.
Dude, I'm not
It's
lying.
fire.
Vegan milkshakes, and you guys are like,
Really?
What is it?
Yeah, I could
You
see
know,
that.
Do you know
I'm
what
not-
it is?
It's just
That
almond
they-
milk, right? Probably.
Something like that.
probably something related to that.
Yeah,
But like I was
easy.
like, I shot it down. I was like, no, I don't even want to taste one. Then someone else gets one. I try it, and she got like a mocha. I was like, oh, it was fire.
Yeah. Wow.
It was fire. Like, it blew me away, and I did not see it.
There you go.
I did not
Broaden
see
your
it taste
horizons.
Like that, so.
Well,
Yeah.
I was over his house.
I just took it a shot.
A couple months ago, and he showed me these vegan wings, basically. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
literally just cauliflower.
Yeah,
Morning
buffalo
Star.
cauliflower?
Oh, buffalo! I
Dude,
made
yeah.
barbecue.
Yeah,
Just
you
wanted to
Fuck
be
out
like,
of
oh my
town,
God.
bro.
It was so good. And my family ate it,
Yeah.
and I kind of wanted to test them to see if I just lay this on the stove, can they tell the difference to see if it's chicken or cauliflower? You really can't.
For
No,
sure.
you cannot. No.
Yeah.
You can't.
It was
Well,
delectable.
If you're blind, you can. Sorry, I'm gonna correct myself. You can tell by a blink of an eye that they're fucking not what you love. But I will say it's really good. I will say it's. I had it for the first time at a girl's house. I drove down to see a girl, and she was making me dinner, and
He
she
loves
was
telling the story about
super
it.
vegan.
Okay.
I'll make
like
it quick.
How vegan is she? Is she like?
Well, I mean, she's full of shit, if that's what you mean. Like all of the rest of them that are 20, have a tattoo of Jesus on their arm, full of shit. But so she was very cool though. She was very, very like, and she like baked them in the oven, which was like, and then like sauteed them and then put buffalo sauce on them, and they tasted absolutely flame.
I'm
They were
telling you,
great.
man. There's recipes out there. You just got to get creative. Like
Yeah.
if you know how to cook, like there are people out there that'll burn water, right? Like, right?
yeah.
They can't cook some easy mac.
Yeah.
If you learn how to cook, man, like it opens a different chamber of your lifestyle.
Burn water.
You got people out there
even if it
Googling
takes
how to-
time.
Yeah.
Sacrifices time, but it's tough. So, but
Burn water.
worth it.
I
Yeah.
don't eat all that much meat to begin with. I
Yeah.
don't
I
think.
feel you.
I think it's like
Maybe I'm lying.
I fucking can't say that.
Once a day, twice a day, I eat meat.
Yeah.
I would go probably 2 or 3 times a week. Straight up. Not
Really?
kidding.
Oh, you would?
No,
Or that's how much you do.
That's how much I do. Like I don't eat like chicken or like I don't eat chicken. I don't eat pork. That's taken a long time because you got sausage, bacon, and all that stuff. Sausage pizza. So no pork, but really just like chicken and turkey burgers. Honestly,
I fucking love pork, bro.
it's so
Fucking
good. but-
sucks how good that shit is.
Yeah.
What kind?
Just, I mean,
I
like,
don't hear the word pork and go like, yeah, that's.
when I think pork,
yeah.
yeah.
I hear.
No, pork, I think of ham. You know what I mean?
Okay,
I think of
yeah.
like pork burritos, pork tacos.
Ooh.
I mean, dude.
Yeah,
See,
true.
like that even sounds good right now.
Yeah,
I can't
dude.
lie, but
There's better meats though. Like steak is better in my opinion. Steak
Yeah.
and chicken are far superior.
right.
I've been eating chicken for millenniums,
That's
dude.
the backbone.
Steak
man.
is beef, I
That's
guess.
that's the
That's the
tough one.
backbone.
Chicken
the
would probably be
backbone.
the toughest to cut out.
Chicken, I will never. I find an obligation to chicken that I must eat it for the rest of my life.
Loyal to chicken.
Yeah.
Now, have you heard about pasteurized chicken and like pasteurized eggs or caged eggs?
Yes.
Or cage free, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to look into that. I guess there's supposed to be some extra health benefits just because they're not cooped up. So I guess I'm taking steps. But could you guys be vegetarians? I mean, it takes time, but
I've given thought to being vegan after I saw, like, I'm the dude that watches a documentary and thinks I'm going to be vegan for a week and then isn't.
you want buracos? Sure.
Yeah,
Right.
but no, I think
yeah, for real.
I think majority of the world will be vegan very soon.
Wow.
Yes.
It's
Dude, I'm telling
fucking
you, if you watch
high.
these movies, dude,
I'm not
like,
watching
look at
it, bro.
Impossible Burger.
Okay.
Like, everyone fucks with Impossible Burger
Yes.
because
That's
it's
true.
Have you tried it?
plants
That's true.
that look like meat.
Okay, we've all heard of Bubba the burger.
Yes.
So I bought a Bubba veggie burger. It was garbage, absolute garbage. I don't like wasting food, but I threw that shit away.
Yeah.
Um,
There's a right way to do it, for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? But it's the Impossible Burger. Is that exclusive to Burger King?
No.
Okay, it's
They're
just
all
in general.
over.
Okay, I
Yeah.
got you. I have to try
They're
it.
all over?
Yes.
I
didn't
will have
know
to
that.
try that. Yeah.
Like, I think, I want to say most fast food places have an Impossible Burger.
McDonald's,
White
where you at?
Castle's has one.
McDonald's.
Yeah, I think
They
BK
had-
was like, yeah, no McDonald's, though.
McDonald's was like, no,
Yeah.
we're gonna stay bad for you. You know.
So, but yeah, like, it's pretty inarguable that cows are, like, pretty terrible for everything right now.
But this is the thing. My thing is the Impossible Burger. What the fuck's in the Impossible Burger? Like, is there any chemicals in
I
there?
think it's soy.
Okay, but is there chemicals in there?
For sure.
You know what I mean? So maybe not. You know what I mean? Maybe not. Anything from Burger King, or just don't fucking eat there. If you're going, if you're eating vegan, you're like, well, I'm getting an Impossible Burger. That's how you're gonna start off. Eat my shit, dude. Come on. Like, that's how you're doing baby steps to being a vegan. Guess what? You're gonna be never a vegan if you're eating at Burger King. You know what I mean?
I'll just
Fuck.
have an Impossible Burger with my
Yeah,
fries.
dude. Guess where that's
No
going?
cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Right.
But
Going
no, yeah,
straight to where the
I
thighs.
think I'd do it. I think I could do it
Yeah.
if I wanted to.
It takes
Eventually.
discipline. Like anything, it does take discipline.
Yeah, yeah, dude. That's the thing. There's too many. I gotta move out of here. Then we got too many, restaurants in our fingertips.
It's like, oh, Wingstop? Yeah. I want all that.
Yeah.
Hey,
I can't believe you eat. That's tough. That's got to be tough. No Wingstop?
Yeah.
I'm honestly like, all right. So Wingstop is the one over here is mediocre.
Watch your mouth.
True.
The one over here is mediocre.
I don't know about that.
95th?
It used to be mediocre. The new one's okay. It used to be garbage.
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
I've never been blown away.
Before it moved locations, the old one, like
Yeah.
when we were in high school,
Yeah.
that was top tier.
Yeah. Okay. It's always been their fries for me,
Dude,
though.
they
Their
should-
fries are
Fries are
Yes.
ridiculous,
You know,
bro.
like,
Not
Vegetarian?
Potatoes.
I don't know. They probably cook them. See, like, they probably cook them in like certain oils.
Vegetable oil, yeah.
They probably don't. I don't know.
They
Who
might
works
not
there?
though.
You might risk it. Like,
They might
if you're
be-
eating
Right.
anything from Wingstop, you're eating a little bit of meat.
It might be
Like,
peanut oil.
You could get a cup of water from Wingstop, and there's going to be like a little bit of meat in it.
Right.
Why are they
Peanut-
boning
yeah.
by, water?
Yeah, right.
If they were smart, they'd adapt to the vegan or whatever, the cauliflower.
Yeah, the
Man,
cauliflower.
look, you throw your sauce on there?
Yeah.
Yo.
That's true.
I think there's a company like an Impossible
That's true.
Burger spin-off that's like big wings.
Mhm.
Like they're the wing ones.
They're gonna
need
have
to-
everything, bro.
That's
They
a
They're
good
gonna
point.
figure it out.
Chicago.
I didn't think about it like that.
You just got to nail the breading.
All the conglomerates are gonna, oh wow, vegan's a new
Yes.
thing, so let us do that.
Yep.
And eventually, it's gonna be the only thing you can consume. I agree. See where you're coming from.
We're all
The
screwed.
breading is a fucking ginormous key, bro.
Panquito bread or breading, panko. That's how I made it. Let's talk a little Mike Media. Mike Media, cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Squad.
Yeah, we're gonna hopefully be running with some creative stuff soon. Go ahead with your little show.
I think the word is just content, man. We're just gonna be coming from everywhere with it.
Yeah.
We can all do literally anything, and
Yeah, that's actually dope. That you said that.
I'm really excited. But got a little short show coming out called Spectacular Vernacular for those of you who are vocab buffs. That's all I'm gonna say for now. If you like vocab, please tune in. Mock media is the future. Please.
We're big vocab people around
Yeah.
here.
Big vocab.
Big
vocab,
words
I don't
are
know
a big deal.
when I hear a big word that I don't know, it genuinely makes me happy to go
Absolutely.
look up the definition and be like, I can't wait to use this in my everyday dialogue. Can't wait.
Yeah,
Getting complimented on a good word is a good feeling.
that is nice.
okay.
True.
Makes you stand out in the room.
Yeah.
It's like that guy just said that.
Yeah.
Everybody
But you
walk.
can't push it. Do not
Can't push
push
it,
it.
right.
Right.
Oh yeah, you can't be going. Yes, the thesaurus, the north.
Yeah,
blah, blah,
right.
blah, 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 blah.
It
Yeah,
can't
I
be too
mean-
many syllables. If you're going like 6 syllables, you're like, all right, bro, you could have just said this. But nah, Spectacular Vernacular is on the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to know, what do you guys think about like your capacities and what are you good at? Yeah, go ahead.
Wow.
I like the way you worded that. Your
Spectacular. How you worded that. Vernacular. I don't know. I think I am good at the things that I want to do bad enough.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of
That's
all that makes
so-
sense to me right now.
That's fucking great. I love
Right.
it.
Because I'm at a point where like talent's great. Like I love like talent and things that I'm like naturally good at. It's
You
like
have
cool,
that.
but
Yeah.
as weird as it sounds, I feel like I kind of grew up without very much talent, and like I kind of grinded and learned that was okay too.
Okay.
So now I'm like, I don't bank on talent alone.
That's real.
Yeah.
So I just decide what I want to do and try to get good at that.
Bro, like Jake, you
It's
sing,
deep.
act. Come on, you do literally every.
I do a
This
bunch
man's the
of-
next Prince.
I do a bunch of things decently good.
Okay.
I feel like I give a shit about like 3 things, and I feel like I could be the best at one thing.
Straight up.
And I want to be the best at a bunch of things, but I know that the one thing means the most to me. I want to make people laugh in some way, shape, or form for a living, whether that means I make a lot of money or not. I just want to do that. And yeah, I sing and stuff, but there are so many people that are way better than me than singing. There's so many people that are way better than me probably than acting. And I started spray painting. I mean, shit like that. I know that people are better than me because they choose to be better, the best. They want to be the best at that thing. I know that I will be the best in that field at some point in my life. You know what I mean? Whether it's like, in 20, 30, 40 years from now or in the next 5 to 10 years. You know what I mean? Because I don't feel like I'm going to do anything else. Like anything else. I mean, the thought of doing anything else is absolutely ridiculous.
I feel you, bro.
Like it's
Right.
fucking absurd in my head.
Yeah.
Which if you're not that way, then it's not going to happen.
I was just going to say because it has to be.
Yes.
You got to be delusional.
Yeah.
You got to be delusional. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You have to be.
You got to be out of your tree.
And like
Mhm.
you got to dedicate yourself. Like,
Yeah.
dude, me and Bars, we've been up here in this garage, bro. Like
Right.
like the last year and a half just grinding. Like we didn't like, and we have shit to show for it, and like
Yeah.
shit that has like changed our lives. Like people have said shit to us, and I'm like gonna cry when I read a fucking Instagram DM,
Yeah, dude.
And
Means
it's
the world.
Yeah, and it's just that's worth it. Like that's all I need. Like
Yeah.
and yeah, some money would be nice too eventually,
Yeah.
but
In due
it's-
time.
Yeah. Like
In
you're
due
you're
time.
obviously like whether, like you said, obviously you hope to get some money from doing this kind of content.
yeah.
But you enjoying this, like you're not treating this like a job. It's something you thoroughly enjoy. I can
Right.
see I
Yeah.
can see in all you guys when you guys are talking about it. Just like setting up, we're getting all geeked.
Hell yeah, bro.
Took us a couple hours. just to
Pre-game,
get
baby.
everything going, but-
Pre-game.
Yeah. So, but no, it's been fun. Even just doing this today.
Yeah,
Dude, yeah,
And that
imagine-
energy
Yeah, dude. Imagine waking up tomorrow and being like, "Oh, I'm gonna work out, but then I gotta be at the office." You know what I mean? Because we're gonna record something. Film something.
Right.
We're gonna shoot the shit.
What the fuck? What have we all been doing the last 4 months? Waking up and trying to get fit, or logging on a PlayStation or Xbox, or you're trying to figure something. Like, this is the shit that a lot of people don't have anything like this. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They have like their 9-to-5 job that just got canceled on their ass, and then that's it. You know what I mean? Like, what people laugh at people that do stuff like this because they're like, well, what about the money you're making? What about your job? And I'm like, all right, dude, that shit will be over for you someday. That'll go away for you someday. Then COVID happened, and everyone was like, oh, well, I mean,
let me make a podcast. Yeah.
I didn't say that. I mean, I didn't think the world was going to fucking end. Yeah, neither did we, dude. And we still did it.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel you.
No. I think we're definitely all chasing the same goal of, money's not as... It doesn't hold as much value, at least to me. It's more so chasing the ability to live life on my own terms.
Yes.
And, like
I
you
love
said,
that.
wake up and just do what you want when you want because you feel like it's your purpose here.
Yeah.
Purpose.
And,
Purpose
and
is
I think
huge.
that goes hand in hand with, like, with what I've been doing, a lot of thinking this quarantine, and for people that out there that, they feel like they haven't, created something or, did a cool project. If you're just doing like a lot of inner thinking, I feel like that's really helpful too. And,
Dude, yeah.
Constructive to your character and hopefully
100%.
getting you out of a place you don't want to be or helping you grow at a good moment you're at right now. So,
Yeah, man.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, listeners know that there hasn't been an episode in 2 months-ish, maybe longer. And that's just because we're, like, me and Jake, we're just kind of... We never even really talked about it, but we were both just like, yeah, let's just take a minute. Like,
Yeah.
it's we just
Look
needed
around.
it was just a creative like step back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, all right, let's rethink what's going. And like, this is what happened. This is what we came back to. This is the energy. Like,
Yeah,
I'm happy.
dude.
That's
Yeah.
So,
So I was saying, I don't want to be insensitive again, but I've looked at this as a blessing in disguise. You get to have introspection. You have nothing but time. What are you going to do at that time?
absolutely.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Like, literally nothing but time. You can't, a lot of people like to say, oh, I can't do this because of time restrictions and stuff like that. If you haven't done the thing that you wanted to do, at least if it's possible to do it during these times, then you like discipline, not time. It wasn't the time the whole time, it's the discipline.
Yeah.
I will say the most excited thing about working with Mike Media is, like I said, you guys are all versed in different expertise and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm a sponge. So I do, like you guys are setting
Yeah,
you
bro, I
guys
love
set up
it.
the cameras and stuff like that. I'm like, okay. I was, off a little bit. I'm like, wait, I want to know what that is. So you can eventually do it for yourself. But it's just cool to learn.
We're all
Yeah.
learning from each other.
Yeah.
Just learn
bro,
it. You
yeah.
got to learn. So,
No
yeah,
doubt.
I'm excited for the future, man. Let's get
Yeah,
it.
we're gonna be doing some fun shit. Absolutely.
Fun.
And I don't want to even say what because if I've learned anything in the past, it's not to put expectations out there. But
Anything.
Yes.
Right.
When you do put it out there, yeah. Like, I don't, like, even like moving out, like, just let it happen.
yeah.
Yeah, just let it happen. But,
Absolutely.
Dude,
yeah.
yeah.
And
One
dude,
day.
that's one thing Corona did is like, okay, it's a step back. It was like, okay, what do I want to happen? What's been happening? Because what happened for a little bit there, those couple months were, especially those couple weeks in the beginning, it felt like the Twilight Zone. It was like, this is
Oh,
not
man.
real life.
Right.
Action.
Oh my God, dude. It was I mean, you guys know, I was
Yeah.
working security
Uh-huh.
and I was working overnight shifts, bro. And I was in my car, like
Yeah.
playing on my PlayStation in my car for 7 nights a week. And like, I'm looking on Twitter, everyone's like, the world's and dude, I was like, where the fuck am I? I feel like I woke up in this crazy, crazy different reality, bro. And the fact that, like, if you really look at what has been going on, how easy of a transition it's been. I mean, if you would have told us a year ago this shit was going to happen, we're like, oh, we're going to all blow each other's heads
Yeah.
off.
Right.
There'll be people shooting each other in the streets and fucking killing each other, and it's going to be a madhouse. We went like, okay,
Yeah.
in like fucking 2 months. Like,
Right.
there's motherfuckers who are on TV. Jimmy Fallon's in his living room interviewing fucking Amy Adams on her fucking iPod. You know what I mean? Are you on your fucking tree? That's how quick?
Yeah.
Like, wow, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Imagine what we're capable of if we can do that in fucking a month.
Yeah, I read something not too long ago, and it was just like some obscure quote about just how like adaptable the human race is as a whole.
Unbelievable.
We just shut down. We were like, all right, FaceTime's gonna have to cut it, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude.
Like I didn't see you guys. I haven't like hugged my friends in a long time. Like
Yeah.
that's really weird for me.
Yeah.
Still on that
But
elbow.
We're still good. Yeah, we got the elbow going.
Yeah.
Right.
Have you guys hugged anybody since?
I've hugged the parents and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
I have not hugged one of my friends. No,
No.
I haven't.
Wow.
That hurts, man.
Wow.
That
And
really hurts.
it is fear because it's like people try to put this in your, and I'm not gonna say who, but they try to make you feel bad because okay, what if you give it to somebody else and they die? That's on your conscience.
Right.
I'm like, whoa. How do I know they didn't go to the grocery store every 5 days a week or didn't change the schedule at all? How are you gonna put that on me?
Right.
So I don't.
Yeah, dude, for real.
That's what I struggle with. It's like, okay, is this my fault? So, but
true.
I think
respect
the
that.
worst is past us. I hope we're praying.
Yeah.
But like I said, I like to take things one day at a time. So
Yeah.
today is a great day. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this day. Whatever tomorrow brings, bring it on.
I fucking love that, man.
Absolutely.
Love that. Wow. That's litness.
What are we at here, sir?
We're at 25 and we were at 35 last time through.
Let's wrap this up.
55 minutes, yeah.
All right. All right, guys. Well, does anyone have any closing remarks? Anything? Any last thoughts?
Mock media.
Yeah, right.
Coming.
Get that
We're
out.
That was
there.
actually fucking great, man. Jesus. That was
I'm not
nice.
gonna lie. Before I went to
I
the bathroom,
thought you were
told me
taking
about,
singing
Yeah.
classes.
Yeah,
Is
dude.
Jack
Oh
there
my
with you?
God.
you told me about
How
how
much
to,
you
like,
charge
move my
him?
mouth. I was like, how do I do this? I'm gonna be working on that. It's
Yeah,
gonna be in my head.
dude.
I'm gonna be working on that.
I got like a
Yeah.
vocal training thing I can
Vocal
send
training.
you.
Okay.
No,
That's
but
fair.
It's not me
mock
doing
media,
it, so.
man. Let's do it, man.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, this is Mock Media signing off. This has been Who Knows the Brendan McClorey. Thank you for listening.